This video is brought to you by my supporters on Patreon.
All my life I've been deceived. People told me I could be anything beyond the sea. All you need is to believe.
Hi guys, so I'm here with another part of my Widowmaker worklog video series. And this time I am working on her headpiece. So I didn't get much footage of this. If this is kinda jumpy, just bear with me. What I'm doing here is gluing on a transparent red folder piece to the little light or see-through parts on her headpiece. I'm not really sure what you would call it, but if you look at a reference photo, you know what I am talking about. So I'm just taking those pieces and then gluing them onto the main part of the headpiece. And all of these are patterns that I drew up on a piece of paper first and also put up on my Patreon so that they are available to my patrons. Because I'm not the most logical person, I glued on all of the pieces before cutting out a hole in the main piece so that like a light could actually get through and that part would actually remain see-through. I cut it out after I glued on the piece and the red piece is glued on, so it's kind of difficult to do it, but I managed to do it anyways. It wasn't really that big of a deal, it was just kind of more time consuming than it needed to be. If you already know exactly where you want your placement and everything, then you should definitely cut out the hole on the main piece first. Once everything is glued together, I am just taking a Dremel tool and sanding down the edges of it a bit to make everything more smoother and kind of flow together better. After that, I coated everything with wood glue, put painter's tape over the red pieces, and then spray painted everything with a gray base spray paint. So here I am doing the kind of highlighting, and there's just some blotchy, distressed looking parts that have like this lighter gray color to it as well, so I am doing that. I also added in the little holes or dashes or whatever they are at the top of the headpiece and on the two side pieces using a soldering tool, but I didn't get footage of that. I also just didn't put in that line, that crease that she has on the middle of her headpiece. Not sure why, I think I just forgot or something, just spaced on it. But it wasn't really a big deal because I went back and added that appearance in with paint. So right there you can kind of see, or a little bit earlier actually, I put in a line of light gray. I later go back and when I'm doing the shadowing, I add in a line of black. Didn't get to record the shadowing process though, so that isn't actually in this video. Sorry about that. Just real quick, because I didn't mention it, I did shape everything using a heat gun before having it primed. So I kept in this part because while I was painting, I had an idea pop in my head that I ended up using on all of the pieces, and that was to paint the gray onto the fabric to give some extra distressing and highlighting look to the parts that were coated in fabric, since it's not necessarily supposed to be fabric, but the fabric gave the effect I wanted. So anyways, that's why I took that scrap piece of paper to test to see how it would look on that before using it on my actual prop or accessory, whatever. And that's what I'm doing here now, because I liked how it looked and I was like, okay, this works. I decided to continue with it on the headband. And for the headband, I would definitely recommend coating it or like wrapping it in thermoplastic if you have access to it, to make it a lot more sturdier. This is just made out of EVA foam and heat formed, and then I later will attach a bunch of bobby pins to it to make sure that it can stay secure. This piece is the larger part of the headpiece where the center piece sits on, and I just end up attaching everything with hot glue and super glue, but don't have that recorded. So that's pretty much it for this video. Check out my other work vlog videos if you want to see more of this. I will also have more coming. Thanks for watching, have a lovely day. I hope you found this somewhat helpful.